6 o'clock and you are in focus. You know, we're hours away now from starting a new year. And this year, social and political events put our area on the national stage. And tonight we take a look at the major headlines of 2015. 2015 imitated 1968. In 68, we watched the Old Town Mall burn. Places on Orleans disappeared during the riots after Dr. Martin Luther King was murdered. Mayor Tommy D'Alessandro would decide he couldn't lead Baltimore for another 4 years.
His leg broken, y'all dragging him like that.
47 years later, we have the arrest and death of Freddie Gray, which sparked unrest. People held captive at the ballpark. We watched Pennsylvania and North become the center of the newsiverse. Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake would decide not to run for re-election after firing Police Commissioner Anthony Batts.
My focuses for the future are really pretty simple. It's all about the crime fight, and it's all about the relationship with our community.
In charge now, Kevin Davis, our 11th commissioner since Bishop Robinson. Commissioner Davis has watched the first of 6 officers stand trial in Gray's death. The jury would end up with a decision that they couldn't reach a decision. This year proved to be the deadliest we have seen. Sure, 1993 had higher numbers, but the city was bigger back then. Now it's smaller because of murders. One that shook the city hard was the murder of Kendall Fenwick. Police called him a model citizen who built a wall around his Park Heights home to keep gangs out and his 3 kids safe. The 24-year-old father ran out of his home and had a run-in with criminals. It would be his last. He would die in his yard. His neighbors would then come out and finish that fence. We need more superheroes, for we lost one this year, Batman. Lenny Robinson, who was born at Sinai, raised his kids there and became a successful businessman, just like Bruce Wayne. He wanted to give back to the kids. He would ride his Batmobile to hospitals to meet with children who were fighting off fears of not seeing tomorrow. Lenny the Batman would die on the road coming back from a benefit. He would always whisper in a sick child's ear, "Get better." And you know who got better? Our governor. Months after his election upset and cutting our tolls, he told us he had cancer. And if he could beat a Democrat, he could beat this. And man, did he put his dukes up to fight. He still worked while chemo poured into his body. He lost his hair, but never his sense of humor, as he thanked kids and adults for showing him how to get over this. And he did. Nobody saw this coming. Molly Shattuck. She was the first lady of Baltimore parties and benefits and fundraisers, a former Ravens cheerleader, at one time married to one of the wealthiest men in town. Tonight, she is a registered sex offender. She pled guilty for raping a 15-year-old boy at a vacation home in Delaware. From a woman who fell from grace to one who rose to become famous for throwing a couple of lefts and rights at her son during the riots, Toya Graham became an overnight sensation after our camera captured her trying to get her son off the streets and out of trouble.
Get the over here!
And who knew a Christmas tree could cause so much trouble? Not once, but twice. A husband and wife, along with their 4 grandchildren, would die in their mansion after a corroded electrical outlet caught fire with the tree's skirt. The family had no chance. And then a few weeks ago, when Annapolis was about to enjoy the lighted boat show, the yacht club caught fire after an electrical malfunction caused an artificial tree to turn into a torch. We reported on the heroin problem and its hold on those who try it once and how once promising lives end in heartache. And we reported on mold problems in Howard County, stories that were so strong there is a legislative call to shake up the way the school board is selected. Before you release the balloon and cut the 2015 cord, it's already been done. Thanks, Aberdeen. Led Zeppelin got loose smack at the tops of trees before running out of air in Pennsylvania. So the blimp is now a baggie, tucked in tightly, and won't be roaming around anytime soon. It's been a hard year, but you know, we did great things. We helped a coat drive make sure that everybody could stay warm this winter. We met the Secret Santa at Walmart who paid thousands of dollars so that layawayers could afford their Christmas. And Pete O'Neill's toy drive never disappoints. Everybody with a badge came out to give back to families in need. And we met 3 men in a bar, Ravens fans, who rescued a Steelers fan in Pittsburgh. See, we are good. We hope you can look back at your life, point out the positives, fix the repairs, and let's shove the hurt and pain away and sail into 2016 stronger, wiser, better.